Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome you back in the Leaders Odyssey online homeschooling system. Subject Computer Science, Grade 6th, Module 4 Building a Website, Task 4 Publishing the web page. Students, now you are on the final touch. From the previous week, you have been learning about a free, simplified, and visual appealing website builder tool called as Zoho Site. You learned that how Zoho sites allow you to make a professional and detailed website. You saw that there was not the need of any programming or coding language like HTML to create the website. There was not a big deal to create a website, but only it was the use of drag and drop. With the use of drag and drop, you could create a detailed and professional website in just few clicks. After learning, after practicing, you will be able and you will be able to create your own website and to put your ideas on the internet. Today we will continue with the revision of previous steps. What is Google Picasa? Add a Twitter account to your site. Preview site for mobile. Preview site for desktop. Publish your website. Then you will learn about some other platforms like Coffee Cup, free HTML editor, Microsoft Publisher, Adobe Dreamweaver. What are these? You will learn. Students, if you want to insert images to your site, you can insert a single image as well, and you can insert group of images by Google Picasa. You have learned this in the previous class. In this class, I just want to repeat the same steps. After that, we will continue with the new steps. Let's see how to insert pictures from Google Picasa to your site. Then after that, you will learn that what is Google Picasa.
To add a single image, select and drag an image from the Elements panel. To add a group of images from Picasa or Flickr, first click on the Widgets tab, and then drag down Photo Gallery. Enter your username for Picasa or Flickr, and then select the album you'd like to add. Now, I realize I want a little bit different look for my website. I can simply select a different theme by going to Themes, try another. Now just click Apply, and all of my pages and pictures are all still there with the new theme, and all the content you put in previously is retained.
Google's Picasa is a free software application for sharing, organising and editing digital photos and videos. Our videos are often about cloud computing applications, but Picasa isn't completely tied to a browser. It's actually free software. You can download a free copy of Picasa from its official website. The Picasa setup file is just under 10 meg. Right after installation, when you launch Picasa for the first time, it'll ask you whether you want Picasa to scan your entire computer for pictures or only the My Documents, My Pictures and desktop folders. To import your pictures into Picasa, select an appropriate option and click on Continue. Next, Picasa will ask whether you want to use Picasa Photo Viewer as the default viewer for common image file types. The interface of Picasa is really simple. The left side shows the folders which contain the imported images. The main body shows all the imported images and videos in thumbnail view, and at the bottom of the window you can see several options to upload, email, print, etc. Though Picasa is not a heavy-duty photo editing application like Adobe Photoshop, it still offers a wide variety of editing options, which are really useful. To edit any picture, double-click on the image you want to edit. On the left side, you'll see plenty of options under 3 tabs to edit the selected picture. The Basic Fixes tab allows you to crop, straighten and add text to images. Other options include Auto Contrast, Auto Colour and Retouch. The I'm Feeling Lucky option is a quick fix to automatically fix common problems with photos. The Fine Tune button allows you to tune your photos using these sliders. The Effects tab includes options such as Sharpen, Sepia, Black and White, Warmify, Film Grain, Saturation and many others. You can share your photos with people by uploading Picasa web albums and then inviting viewers. To use this feature, you need a Gmail email account. If you edit photos which have already been uploaded to a Picasa web album, Picasa 3 offers a Sync to Web option to let you keep your online photos updated with your most recent Picasa edits. Folders or albums that have this option enabled will mirror any edits immediately in your online Picasa web album. If sharing an album seems a bit boring, watch out. Picasa allows you to combine all your photos and videos with background music to create a movie file and then put it on YouTube. Picasa 3 has plenty of excellent editing and sharing features. It has a smooth graphical interface and features great integration with Picasa web albums, YouTube and Blogspot. If you don't need a heavy-duty photo editing application and just want to manage, edit and share photos, Google's Picasa is a good solution for you.
Okay students, by these videos now you have learned that you can insert your album not only directly from your PC but also from other accounts you have, for example from Google Picasa. You saw over there to add pictures from Google Picasa. Not only a single picture, you can insert even the entire album. On the widget tab, drag the photo gallery widget to the content area. The photo gallery windows opens over there. Then you had to type your Picasa username, click enter, select the album you want, click add. Your picture have been added. You saw this practically. Then students, now you have learned what is Google Picasa. It is a free software application used to edit, manage and organize photos and videos. Then you learned how to download and install in your computer. You saw the interface, you saw how to use that, how to edit photos or share photos with that application. The next objective that you will learn, that is how to add a Twitter account to your site. Now on your website you have learned how to add text, title, headings, pictures, even the entire album and the widget you like. See students, widget or a web widget is a small application you can put on a web page. For example, the Twitter feed of a friend. Now let's see how you will add Twitter account to your site. To add a Twitter widget, you will drag the Twitter widget to the right side corner of the content area. The Twitter window will open. You will type the Twitter account of yours one or of your you can type your friend's one. If you want to add your friend's Twitter account, you can type his Twitter username. If you want your own Twitter account, you will type your own Twitter username. Let's see this one also practically.
Hey everyone, Paul Stevens here from LunchHourWeb.com. Today I'm going to be showing you how to add your social media accounts to a header bar in Zoho Sites. Stick around. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do to add the social media icons to our site is just log into Zoho. You're going to go to Access Your Apps, click on Sites, then Edit Site. Up here at the top, you'll notice you have some themes, manage, site options, page options. Well, we're going to go to the Site Options tab and show site social icon. From here, you're going to notice that all these different social icons are available to you. From our previous videos, we know we've signed up for Twitter. And this is one that I definitely use. So I'm going to type in twitter.com/your username. And if you aren't sure what that is, just bring up another browser, log into your Twitter account, click on yourself, or in the upper right hand corner or over here on the left, and then just copy that little address bar right there. That's going to go right here. We're going to paste this in. You also have LinkedIn, Google+, Pinterest, YouTube, and others. We do have an Instagram account, but as you noticed from the last video, I don't really want to direct people there. It's just in case I'm found on Instagram. Someone can go then and reach out to me on Twitter. So even though I signed up for Instagram, I'm not going to include it on this page just for that reason. I'm not using it. I don't want to direct their people there, just to direct them back to Twitter. So let's go ahead and next add the YouTube link. So just jump over to YouTube, go to my channel on the left hand side. You can also click on your icon up there. And until you have 100 subscribers, you won't get a custom link right there. So obviously one day I'd like to change it to Lunch Hour Web. youtube.com/channel/lunchhourweb. I don't have enough subscribers yet. You guys can help me out with that. So I'm just going to copy this direct link right here and paste it in the YouTube section. Save. And now you'll see that it shows up right here. Click there to edit. And we have it. We can, do further edits if indeed. Well, let's go ahead and set in our email as well. And you notice there's that little mail to at the beginning. Let me go and copy that just so I can show you. If I delete it, it says mail to your email ID at yourdomain.com. So I'm going to put in mail to paul@lunchhourweb.com and save. So now I have a web there. Once this is looking good, I can go ahead and publish. And what you always want to do is you want to check out these links using to make sure that none of those are broken. So let's go ahead and bring up our site after we've published. And you'll now see we have these little social media icons right here. If I click on Twitter, it brings up to my account, Twitter account. That's working. Let's go to YouTube. It brings up our the YouTube channel with the uploads. And then also lastly, the email. And that one, let's go ahead and I don't think I've signed up for any mail services. It's looking like it's going to work. It's going to bring up your default mail program. I don't have any default mail program set up on here. I may have a future video of sign up for Thunderbird or Outlook or some other mail client, but that link looks like it's working. If you have another computer that does have a mail program installed, check it on that. Check it on your phone, wherever you need to. Now that we have our little social media header bar up here, I'd also like some social media down here in the footer. So if someone comes to the bottom of my page, say they're reading a blog post, the home page, the about page, any page, I want them to also see my social media link so they can contact me that way. We can do that by coming over to the Apps tab and dragging in Twitter. What this is going to do is going to have a Twitter snippet code. And it says copy and paste your Twitter's widget snippet code from twitter.com. You can access it here. This is going to bring up our widgets. You can also get to this on Twitter by going to your profile settings, down here to widgets. And from here we can create a new widget. Let's go ahead and create one for our profile. and it's going to ask us for our Twitter. So https twitter.com/lunchhourweb, and of course you're going to put in your own Twitter username, and here you can have an embedded timeline or Twitter buttons. I don't want to embed my timeline here. This is going to show you recent posts that I put on Twitter. And instead I'm going to add this Twitter buttons. I'm going to actually add both the follow button and the mention button. I'll show you what those do. So first let's embed the follow button. I'm going to copy this code. I'm going to go back to Zoho Sites. I'm going to paste the code. So it's going to tell this to follow Lunch Hour Web. And if I have a visitor come to my site, they're logged into Twitter, they can click that button, and it's going to now add them to my list of followers. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add another Twitter one, and jump back to the Twitter Publish tab. This time I want to tweet and mention, copy that code. So I'm doing both here, and paste it. So now people can tweet me as well from inside. So they click here. When they click on this, it's going to open up a little box and have @LunchHourWeb. Then they can post whatever they want. So if they want to mention something to me from my website, they want to post a tweet to me directed at me, they can do it from here as well. So let's go ahead, and the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add that embedded timeline to my sites as well. I'm going to do that on the sidebar. So I'm going to go to Page Options, Show Sidebar on this page. And I'm going to, again, from the Apps, go from the Elements, Forms, Apps tab. I'm going to drag the Twitter app into the sidebar. So I'm going to insert this Twitter snippet code, embedded timeline, and copy that code. Really simple. Paste it and add. And what you'll notice that what it does is it adds recent tweets from me that I posted. You'll notice a lot more on here. All my tweets, you can load more tweets or less tweets as time goes on. This can be controlled on each page individually. So let me save. So on my home page, I'm going to have the social icon at the top. I'm going to have my Twitter icons at the footer. I'm going to have my recent tweets. On my about page, let's say I do or do not want that sidebar. I can go to Page Options and show sidebar on this page to make it show up, or I can hide the sidebar on this page. I'm going to go ahead and hide that on my about page. The blog page, you know, this is from a previous video. The sidebar shows our categories and tags. And if you keep scrolling down, it's also now going to show our tweets. If I don't want any of those, I can go here and hide the sidebar on this page as well. Okay, so now we're back at our home page.
You have learned how to add a Twitter account to your site. The next objective, you will learn how to preview site for mobile or for desktop. Let's see. Now when you will reach to the website you have logged in already, this is the preview. Students, whenever you like, you can click preview site. This is the preview. On the Publish tab, to view your site with your current setting and style. You may want to change the website theme you selected. Recently, we have performed these as well. And you can make any other changes as well if you want. When we click over here in this preview tab, in this preview button on the Publish tab, you can see over here 3 options. Sometimes you see 2 options, sometimes you see 3 options. It depends on the version, we can say. Preview site for mobile device, preview site for desktop device. This is for mobile device. Your site will look in a mobile phone in this way in a website. After publishing. After activating your site, it will look like this on mobile device. On desktop device, it will look like this. If you want any changes, like if you want to change the theme, if you want to change the image, if you want to change the background, if you want to change the pages or logo, any changes if you think that is needed, you can do that. Before publishing, you can preview your website. Preview website is for this purpose, to see before publishing that what changes are needed more to be happened over there. But don't worry, after publishing also you can delete, you can unpublish your website as well. Now this is preview site for desktop. This is preview site for mobile phone. Dear students, now you have learned how to create your own website, how to design your website, like how to add text, how to format the text, how to insert images, how to insert heading to your site. Then you learned about the hero slide, about the content of the page and page footer, the footer area you learned. Then you learned how to add banners, how to hide the banner, how to delete the object you want, how to delete the object you don't want to be anymore in your site, how to insert hyperlink, how to add more pages, how to add social media account like Twitter to your site, how to add album from Google Picasa, how to add single picture. Almost many steps you have learned. Almost you have learned everything to create your website, and at last you learned how to preview your site before publishing, that how will it look after publishing in the web browsers, how will it look in mobile device, how will it what will be the preview site for desktop computers. Now if you think that after preview you think that everything is done, every step is performed very well, and your site is up to the mark, whatever was your idea for creating of your website, you have gone through all those steps. So now it's time to activate or to publish your account and to make the visitors able to visit your site. Students, since your site will not be published, no one will be able to visit your site. If you want anyone to visit your site, you must publish your website first, then anyone will be able to visit your site. And remember that to make your website easy for visitors to find his or her way through the web pages, don't make it very much complicated, especially at this time that you are in the very basic level. So try only some basic steps with limited pages, and now the steps you will see how you can publish your website. Let's see.
Now that I've created my website, I need to publish it. Let's click Publish in the top right corner. I have 3 choices for publishing my page. I can publish it under the free subdomain, or use a domain I already have, or even buy a new domain. For now, I'm going to select the free subdomain, and then choose a name and click Proceed. Congratulations, your website is now live. You can view your site by clicking on the link provided. You can also share it with friends on Facebook or Twitter. Once you publish your site, you can always go back and edit or add content and publish it again.
Okay students, now you have learned how to create your own website, how to design your website. Now you will learn about some other platforms like Coffee Cup, free HTML editor, Microsoft Publisher, Adobe Dreamweaver. Students, see here Coffee Cup free HTML editor. It helps you to create or edit your own web page. You need to have HTML knowledge for this. Microsoft Publisher helps you make your own web pages. It is based on templates. Adobe Dreamweaver. It is a very helpful program for creating web pages. HTML programming is needed over here. Let's see the interface. Coffee Cup free HTML editor interface is in front of you. Its developer is Coffee Cup Software. Initially, it was released in August 1996. The operating system that it supports, that is Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, and it is HTML type editor. The next is Microsoft Publisher. Student, Microsoft Publisher is a desktop publishing application and it is from Microsoft company. It differs from Microsoft Word in that the emphasis is placed on pages, on page layout and design. It emphasizes on page layout and design rather than text composition and proofing. In Microsoft Word, it emphasizes on text, editing, proofing, composition. The last but not the least, that is Adobe Dreamweaver. Adobe Dreamweaver is a very powerful program for creating web pages. You need to know HTML programming in order to use this, but you can create anything that you can imagine by this. Adobe Dreamweaver is available for the Mac operating system and Windows operating system both. You need to have basic HTML knowledge, but you are a digital kid, so you can handle it. My dear students, best of luck for your website. This is your home task. It will be shared in the WhatsApp group. You know how to log in your site. Add a Twitter widget to your site. I know that already you have created your site. Many of the steps you have performed before, you will edit on that and then you will preview your site. If you think that your website is now ready, everything is completed, no need of any other change, then you will publish that. Best of luck and make your video from the step 1 till step last, from the day 1 that you have started your website. Make the video completely, that whatever the steps you have performed, and send it into WhatsApp group to be checked and to be viewed by your fellows, by your teacher. Your homeworks are counted, your class participation, your home tasks, everything. You have proper record of all of these activities. Take care. Allah Hafiz.